everybody, and welcome to another episode of Everybody's Friday Night Podcast, the iconic video games podcast. I am your host, Axel1324.
I'm Princess Zelda.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us, to everybody. Speaking of joining us, let's check in with the iconic chat. Up first, we have Titan Drago saying, yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Titan Drago? Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
Yo.
Appreciate you. Let's see. We have Splendiferous joining us. Yo, what's going on, Splendiferous? Thank you so much. You are the real MVP. Wow, lots of yos. Let's see. We got Titan Drago Jr. saying, yo, what's
happening?
Yo.
Who were those? What were those people that did the yo-yo? But Smothers Brothers? Was that the yo-yos?
I haven't heard that name in 20 years, Doggy.
Is that the yo-yo? Was that the yo-yo guys?
The Smothers Brothers.
I've never heard of this.
Right, is that right, Princess Zelda?
It sounds very. I've heard of this one again. It's been 20 years that I've even heard that name, so I do not remember what they did.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Titan Drago Jr. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. And shout out to Yosu Santi. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. That is my mother-in-law who is visiting right now.
Yay!
And of course, my father-in-law also joins us. Eddie Wijaya, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We really appreciate you being here.
Yay!
All right. But guys, another week has gone by. Princess Zelda, have you played games this week?
I know I have. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So I couldn't get off Dead by Daylight because I don't know why, because it was Halloween. They have all the updates. But
right.
Fortnite brought back the original maps, like the OG maps, like the good times, like when I used to not be able to stop playing it. And so it's actually sucked me right back in like it used to. And they have fun characters, like you get this little banana. He's called Banana Split. He's got a song.
Oh my gosh, the guy that's been haunting my wide receiver, Tyreek Hill.
I don't know about that. All I know is that they brought back the OG Fortnite, and I cannot stop. And Dreamlight Valley's coming out with a new update. It's supposed to have new maps and add-ons, so it's just such a great year for gaming, Axel.
It is. It's so funny because I saw this thing and like they go, Tyreek Hill, who's your biggest op? And he goes, Peely on Fortnite. And then it shows all these clips of him getting killed by these bananas. It's just so funny.
And I've been doing the Modern Warfare 3 campaign with my son.
Oh yeah, that's right. Modern Warfare 3. Xbox.
How you liking that?
Xbox.
How you liking that?
I love playing with.
When Modern Warfare 3 launches, does it show like Xbox Game Studios or anything like that on it?
I honestly hadn't paid attention. Good question.
If somebody has Modern Warfare 3, please answer my question. I'm very curious.
Yeah, I wonder if they do that too. Is it better? Is it better than a 4 out of a 10?
See, I love it. I don't know, but I love a lot of things. I'm easily entertained. So, except for what was that one that everybody loved and I hated with what was that one? It was Psychonauts. I hated that game. That's the only one that everybody loved that I couldn't stand. But yeah, I'm loving Modern Warfare 3, and I love the beta. We had a blast.
Nice.
So she says definitely better than IGN 4
Well,
out.
I mean, I don't want to stop playing, so that's definitely better than a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And it plays good, right? It is. You're not running into bugs.
Oh, yeah, no.
Gun plays awesome, right?
No bugs. Yeah.
Exactly,
No, it's fantastic. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know who's saying it, but I don't like it.
Good old IGN, of course. You know the Xbox.
Oh yeah, them. Yeah. And shout out to Noftorious. Thank you so much for joining us, Noftorious. He says, playing the new zombies right now. Hey, thank you so much. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And Splendiferous is shocked that you don't like Psychonauts. Shocked.
I gave it a fair shake. I put a lot of time in it. I couldn't get through it.
Hey, that's all you can ask. You know, if you played it, you didn't like it.
I put in a lot of hours. I gave it a fair shake. I just was like, I'm not torturing myself anymore. I'm out.
By the way, guys,
I completely understand.
If you can see, DeathDealer's not here, so be sure to give her some love over on Twitter. You know, make sure she knows that you guys missed her, because we miss her.
We miss her. Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, we wanted to do. If you guys remember back, maybe in like the late '90s, early 2000s, they had this thing like, coming out of the Disney Vault, a remastered or whatever, enhanced. Reprint or whatever. So we decided to do that with our video games, like coming out of our vault. Which games do we go back to every once in a while? Now, these are not our go-to games, but they are definitely games that suck us back in every now and again. So yeah, we're talking about those style of games. So those are the kind of games we're talking about, vault games. games that you kind of look at and you're like, you know what? It's been a few years, or it's been a year. Let me go in and play this game again. And so we are going to start off with Princess Zelda. What is the first vault game you want to tell us about?
This game will suck me in all the time on a regular basis. I love this game. I chose Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. It is the easiest Dracula to beat, but I don't care about that. What I care about, it was so clever, so creative. I wish they would remake this with like better graphics, but not change anything else, because it is the coolest game. I play this all the time. I always go back to it. I love that it's on. I have it on the Switch. I have it on the Xbox. Like anytime I see it, I'm like, "Ooh, Simon's Quest," and I'll always give it a go. I love this game. It's so creative, so clever. I love the puzzles, and I don't know. I love this game.
Don't you have to wait for like sometimes like only you can only advance if it's daytime sometimes, or only advance if it's nighttime?
Oh, that's true. Like you can only get a tornado at a certain time of day. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and they misspell things in it, and I don't even care.
What? Sometimes it says, "What a horrible night for a
yeah,
right."
Yeah.
The morning sun has vanquished the terrible evening or a terrible night, but it's misspelled and it's hilarious. But I love this game. I love getting the bigger whip. I love earning the hearts, and then if you die, you lose them all, and you get to start all over. I love this game. It is great.
You can tell that whoever did the translation job lied on their resume.
Very true.
It's so funny. Shout out to you, Wicked Heart. Thank you so much for joining us. You're Wicked Heart. You are the real MVP. He says, "Happy Friday, everyone." Hey, thank you so much.
Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday.
Yeah, and Doggy, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
What a great game. What a great series. Gosh, it's been a while since I played this one. Last time I played this was they had a Castlevania anniversary collection.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Right.
True.
So just man, I think I like
wasn't it just called like the Castlevania collection? No.
Anniversary
You're
collection
right.
or
Yeah,
something like
the
that. Right.
Castlevania collection, anniversary collection. Yes.
Yeah, this one was great. This one had like some RPG elements right to it, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, all right.
Yep. Hearts were no longer for special weapons; they were currency.
Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, okay, out of the trilogy that was on the NES, this is probably my least favorite. I kind of like 3 and 1 better.
Wow.
Nothing against this one. I just like the straightforwardness more of those two better. But with that being said, I'm talking no trash. This game was great. Most any Castlevania game is great. I can't really think of offhand any really crappy Castlevania game. So
I can.
you know,
Immediately.
what's that? Which one's the crappy Castlevania game?
Which one is a crappy Castlevania on the N64? Terrible. Terrible.
There wasn't even one on the N64.
There was two.
Okay, I didn't play those, so that's what you know why? Because I knew they were crap. No, no, this is a great pick.
You know who played them thinking they weren't going to be crap because they had never been crap before? This guy.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, but no, all the trilogy on the Nintendo, all 3 of these were great. Great games. Any of these you could pull out of the vault. Any of the ones that are on that Castlevania collection, you could pull out of the vault, play them anytime, enjoy them. Can't go wrong. So
I love collecting his body parts. Like, this is just such a clever, fun game.
So obviously I played this game, but this game I needed the power to beat this game because it was translated wrong. I didn't know what the hell to do.
oh yeah, okay.
I didn't know that you could jump in the water and not die. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that. There it is. The morning has vanquished the horrible night. There you go, doggy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And by the way, guys, this is also maybe one of the earliest examples of a day-night cycle game. But yeah, this game, incredible. I loved it because on some of the bosses, you didn't have to beat them. You could literally walk right past them. So if you fought them and died, well, that's kind of your own fault. All you had to do was make it to the other door. But it was so fun. But it was definitely difficult for me as a kid because I didn't have the power. I didn't get the power until I was older. And at that, I don't mean Nintendo power. I mean the internet power.
I thought you meant Nintendo Power.
Yeah. If I was younger, I would have definitely got a Nintendo Power. But as I was old, when I got older, I needed the game facts.
Right.
So yeah, this game, fantastic game, great game. Definitely the early RPG attempt by Konami on Castlevania
So
franchise.
great.
Great game, Zelda. Great game, Princess
Absolutely.
Zelda. Oh, right on time. Look at that. We got an ad. All right, let's see. Splinter says she likes getting that bigger whip. None other than your favorite, the Splendiferous. All right, Doggy, let's move over to you, buddy. What is your game that you're gonna pull out of the vault?
Ah, man.
By the way, guys, in case you haven't figured it out, this entire episode is gonna be more retro games.
Right, yeah. We're not pulling God of War Ragnarok out of the vault quite yet.
Not yet.
Something
No.
like that, or we're actually Axel was done with that game, as he said, so he's never pulling that
That's
out.
right.
Of the
I'm
vault.
never
That thing
gonna
is
pull that out of
never
the vault
coming out of the
ever again.
vault. We locked that up, threw away the key. It's over. So yeah. I am gonna go with, man, there was so many, man. Like we could do like 30 shows of this, but
True.
one of my favorite vault games, a game I always got to go back to, a game I've loved since 1991 and all of its versions since then, Street Fighter 2, baby. As you can tell, something tells you I like the Street Fighter 2 going on. Something behind me tells me that, right?
Yeah.
Loved it in the arcade, man. There's always people playing. This game is what got me into fighting games. Still into fighting games to this day, because we play fighting games even every Friday night. Friday night fights. Come get some if you want.
Get some. Wow.
Yeah, come get some. And sometimes
Doggy's got some for you.
Yeah, and even sometimes on Friday night fights, we'll pull out these Street Fighter classics, Street Fighter 2 classics on the Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection. We'll pull those out. Yeah, I remember loving it so much in the arcade, and then they started doing console ports. And the 92, I believe, is when they brought out the Super Nintendo version. And then they had Turbo. Yep. And then they brought it to the Genesis with Special Champion Edition. And they had a 3DO version. They had one on collection on the PlayStation. They even had one for the Game Boy. The 3DO. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are on everything. And I had to have every single one because I was looking for either the perfect, as close as I could get to arcade perfect, or I was just trying to see how close it got or how garbage it was, man. It just interested me to see how close they could get it with each of these consoles and stuff, Okay, so I pull this out of the vault quite a bit. I mean, I have 3 arcade 1-ups that are Street Fighter. I have, Big Blue here. I have the original Street Fighter here, and then I have a Champion Edition, which is in the other room because I ran out of room in here. So I've even bought 3 Street Fighter 2 arcade 1-ups over my time. Me and Willow will still play each other every once in a while. This Big Blue over here, you can play people online if it works good enough. Yeah, if it works good enough. Sometimes that isn't that great, but whatever. You can play people online on the 30th anniversary, like me and Jago play against each other. It's also on the Capcom Arcade Stadium. They have it on that, and they also have a version of Super Street Fighter 2, even on Street Fighter 6. You'll always see a way to bring this great game back out of the vault, if you will, even 35 years later. It's still fun. It revolutionized the fighting game genre, made it what it is, and, it's a genre that's still strong today. It might not be as strong as it was back then. I mean, arcades in the 90s was just full of fighting games, and I had to try them all, and that's why this game was because of it. But anyway, I still love playing this game. It's still as fun as it was. And like I said, you ever want some on Friday Night Fights? Let's do it. Street Fighter 30th, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, Chasing on some.
Princess Zelda, are you going to go get you some?
I love this game. This is a fantastic choice. This is another one that there was the local arcade that where we did the filming. They had this. You cannot help but drop quarters. You can't walk past it. Anytime you see this game, you have to play a couple rounds. I'm totally with Doggy. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice. So, this game for me is, I always thought it played better on the Genesis with that 6-button controller. So when that championship edition came out, now it sounded like trash, but it played better, right? So I always preferred that one. And I really wanted to get good at this game. and I ended up liking Ken, and that's when Ken became my game. And then on the Super Nintendo, I ended up getting Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Alpha 1. I don't remember what it was. It's one of the alphas, right?
Mhm.
And if you know the alphas, it's the one when like the super combos came out. It would take it forever to load. But even after it said fight, there would be like a pause, and then you could fight.
Right. Yep.
It was really cool. But yeah, Street Fighter 2. It doesn't matter which version you buy, you're gonna get the best one that there is because all the ports are well done. I don't think there's really a bad port. Maybe the Game Boy port is terrible, but
yeah, it was
yeah.
good for Game Boy.
Oh, this is my favorite stage music right here, though.
Oh yeah.
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 So great choice, Doggy. Great vault. And I don't think you're pulling this game out of the vault. I think you're opening your bank vault to get more of this game. This game is pulling your money out of your vault.
Yeah. I just, like I said, it just brings back so many memories. I mean, just whether it be at the arcade or even just playing it at home, wishing I had my own arcade back in the day, and just letting it play, letting it do its own attract mode. And you just, it was, I don't know, yeah, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat the nostalgia of this. No. Nope.
Let's check in with the chat. Princess, I'll let you read this one.
That's DeathDealer's cue for "you're nasty." He's right.
Can't do it like she does.
Nobody can.
Let's see. Splendifer says one of the greatest. He also says, yeah, mine comes out often, and Street Fighter. Street Fighter Alpha. Shout out to Prey Grosso. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He says, hi, friends. Tony says hi, too. Hey, Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
What's up, Tony and Prey?
MVP.
Hope you guys are doing great.
Yes, absolutely. Splendifer says, slander. It sounded better than that Super Nintendo's trash.
And
I'm going to have to disagree. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that. I definitely think Championship Edition played better, but Nintendo sounded better.
It played so good with that 6-button pad. And
oh, man,
I mean, the buttons were... Yeah, the buttons were in the right place. It was just like the arcade, you didn't have the shoulder buttons or anything, that were... Because the shoulder button above the D-pad, that was kind of awkward.
You know what always made me mad was that the default for those shoulder buttons were the heavy attacks.
Right,
I always swap them over for light attacks.
Yeah, I always swapped. Yeah, I always swapped and had the light.
And then I would never do light attacks.
Yeah. I had light and high attacks on the face, and then I put the mediums on the shoulders. But yeah, teach them. That's why the Sega Genesis version was the best, because I had the best controller. It controlled so much better. Even Mortal Kombat, all those any fighting game, sports games, all that on the Genesis controlled. Just that much better.
Oh, we got breaking news, guys. Grasso says we're on a cross-country road trip, moving Tony from Vegas to Vegas from Florida just in time for the F1 race. Congratulations, guys. Moving in together. Serious step.
That's awesome.
Keep us in the loop. We are so nosy. Keep us in the tea.
We got to know.
That's right. You know what? Because you shared the tea, now this has become our tea. There, Prey Grosso. How is our road trip going? Where are we at? I'm just kidding. All right. Here we
Creepy.
No. Let's see. So my game is actually the predecessor to Princess Zelda's game, and that is none other than the OG Castlevania on the NES. And it's funny because I have literally never beat this game, but I want to beat this game so bad. That's why I keep pulling it out of the vault, and every time I get like another level, stuff like that, and I want to beat this game so bad it hurts. But at the same time, I enjoy it because I love the music in the game. This was, in my opinion, the first great soundtrack. This was an early title for the Nintendo, right?
It sure was. Yeah.
The soundtrack is so iconic. The gameplay is so unforgiving, if you will. This level is my bane. I hate this level so much. But this level is great. The whole game is great. But this game is very difficult. You got to have pretty perfect gameplay going on here. And if you don't, well, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's so much fun. I love this game. I love the difficulty of it all. One day I'm gonna kill Dracula. I swear I am. But I have yet to beat it, but I want to beat it so bad. Yeah, it just comes out of the vault all the time. All the time. I think I last played this game 2 years ago, and now just looking at it makes me want to play it again. So that is mine. Let's check in with the chat. Splendifer says, "What are we eating for dinner tonight?" I love it. And Frank Grasso says, "Hey, we're in Texas. Hey, you guys are going through my state. Maybe we can maybe you're close by.
Yeah, go visit Axel. He'll buy you some dinner.
There you go. And how are y'all doing? We're doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Priya. I hope you guys are doing great, having fun on your road trip together. Get some rest. I hope you guys are settling in here soon. It's almost too dark to keep traveling. Be sure to rest, guys. Don't push it. Princess Zelda, Castlevania, the OG.
I'm with Doggy that the whole franchise is fantastic. But if when the collection came out, as soon as I see 2, that's where I automatically default. But this is a fantastic game. I do agree.
Awesome. Doggy.
Oh, this is excellent. This is probably my favorite. Gosh, how does that go? I know that once you get that holy water, you have to hold on to that.
Well, holy water is life.
Yeah, you have to hold on to that. Yeah, you need that to. You can cheese the final boss with that holy water. I can't remember exactly how that goes. Like, can it go up to ×3? Is that how that goes? Is that?
Your whip goes ×3. It gets longer the more you of those ×3 you pick up.
And I think the holy water might do that too. There's something about that holy water. There's something about you got to hold on to that holy water. Don't pick up another weapon. Don't try and pick up that cross or anything.
Oh, the cross is the second best weapon, though.
Right, yeah. But you got to have that holy water that makes it so you can cheese bosses and beat it easier. So, yeah, that's last time I played this was on that same collection, and I don't know if man, they erase all your old videos, but I have a video of me cheesing that final boss with that holy water, so yeah, holy water definitely if you're going to go through and try and beat this.
So you beat this but cheesing it, huh? You didn't go pure whip.
No, yeah, I cheesed it with the holy water. But I mean, they put it in there for a reason. You use all the means at your disposal. So
that's right.
I mean,
if they didn't want you to use it, they wouldn't have put it in there.
Right. If you're going against Dracula, you gotta use what you got. So
yeah, definitely. You definitely gotta go with what the programmers gave you.
Yeah, he's gonna take you down otherwise. But no, this game is excellent. Like you said, the soundtrack, I can hear that first song playing in my head right now. Like on that first, that first song of the first level, it's just and I think that the song in the first level, I think in most of these 2D ones, they redo that song a little bit and put it in each of the games.
The main song that gets played now is Bloody Tears, I believe.
Right, yeah. There's
and that one came out on Rondo of Blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that the first stage music was redone and was on Super Castlevania on the Super Nintendo, and I think it was the first stage of Castlevania 3. If I'm not, I might be mistaken, but it seemed like that song. I can't remember the name of that song. I remember we were doing our music episode that this was one of my games for the great music and stuff. So, yeah. So either way, great gameplay. One of the first games I played on the Nintendo, because like you said, it's OG. It's early in the Nintendo's. I think this was from '87.
Let me see. Hold on.
God, we rented this so many times before we bought it, man. Like, gosh, man. Like, yeah, you could.
It doesn't have a date on the cart, and of course, I didn't keep the cardboard box, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. It definitely wasn't any later than '88. So no, excellent choice. You cannot go wrong with this. This one will be a classic for all times.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Let's check in with the iconic chat real quick. Splendiferous says he's in Texas and he's a Broncos fan. Face palms. Oh my God, doggy. Please help your friend.
Oh man, he's beyond help. I don't know. It's
Ouch.
it's sad. It's you know what it is. I believe that he used to live in Colorado, but his team stunk so bad he had to move away from him. You know.
Wow.
That's what it
Wow.
was. So.
Wow.
It's-
All right. Let's move it along. Ty Drago says, I did not see the Broncos being this bad. You know what? Screw you and your Titans, or you and your Vikings. What are they doing? Nothing. Nobody even knows they exist. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got one for you, Titan. Screw you and your no Super Bowl Vikings. That's right. I said it. Let's see. Split difference. Oh, I did. They're awful. All right. Let's see. So DeathDealer is having some technical difficulties. I just got a message here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, she'll join us when she joins us. In the meantime, though, Dougie,
Yes.
guess what time it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the iconic video games podcast proudly brings to you its greatest podcast segment in the world. Intermission time with Princess Axel.
Hey, thank you so much for that intro. I think, Doggy. I appreciate it. I love the intro.
Hey, no problem.
And shout out to Split Difference. He says, "Yes, please bring my Deathy Wetty." Yes, we all hope she comes in soon. All right, guys. So this intermission time is going to be short and sweet.
Ooh.
I am just going to ask you guys. This would be a little bit better if DeathDealer was here, but let's see. Which game would you bring out of the vault? Will it be Castlevania 2? Street Fighter 2? Lots of twos.
True.
Yeah.
I went with my 2. I missed an opportunity, dang. Or the OG Castlevania. And while we let the chat poll, you cannot vote for your own game. So Princess Zelda,
What?
if you didn't have to vote for your own game, which one would you bring out?
I would definitely do Street Fighter 2. I spent a lot of time on that. I love that game.
All right. Doggy, without voting for your own game, which one would you bring out of the vault?
Man, you guys both bring in the heat with those awesome games. That's a tough choice. But I'll probably go with the more straightforward, the original Castlevania. The original. Even though Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest is super awesome, but I'm going to go with Castlevania.
All right. Well, there you go. And for me, this is hard for me because I like both those games.
Right. That's it, yeah.
But I think I'm going to also go with Street Fighter 2. As I think it's just nothing against Simon's Quest 2. I love it. Castlevania is one of my all-time favorite series of all time. But there's just something about that Street Fighter 2 that is just so dang good. It's just so dang good. The greatness cannot be denied. So yeah, I would also go with Street Fighter 2. All right, let's go ahead and they're still voting. Hold on, they're still voting.
Yeah.
They are still voting. People keep coming in and out of votes. Let's go ahead and end the vote right there. Princess Zelda,
Yes.
which game would the chat bring out of the vault?
The chat had a tie. 42% said Street Fighter 2, 42% said Castlevania the 1, and 14% said Castlevania 2.
Woo, there you go. By the way, guys, let us know if you have any games you would bring out of your vault.
For
to
sure.
play. Whoa.
Yeah.
to play again.
Princess Zelda.
What are you doing?
I didn't do it on purpose.
That look on your face was hilarious.
All right, great time. And let's see. I got to keep checking, make sure I don't miss DeathDealer in case she jumps in. All right, everything looks good. All right, Princess Zelda,
Yes.
take it away. Which game would you bring out of the vault?
This one is another one that every single time I see it, I stop to play it. It's just that good. So my next game is Tetris.
Ooh.
Oh,
Love the
that's gonna be a
challenge,
tough
love
one
the
to beat.
music. I mean, and then once you start, you just don't stop for a long time. It's ridiculous, but it's fantastic.
Wow, can you beat this game?
Is that a rhetorical question?
yeah. Are you
Yes.
asking her if she can, or
Yeah, I'm asking Princess Zelda. Can,
Like,
can
is it
you
possible-
win?
is
Can you
it-
level
no.
99 this bad boy?
I didn't know you could. I thought it just went on forever, to be honest.
yeah, you can't beat this game, can you?
Yes, you can.
I did not know that. So no.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
Is that true? See, now you got me wondering.
Whose gameplay is this? Because they good at fast.
All right, hold on. So let me see. Can you beat this game? Let's go to the very end
Yeah, I didn't.
over
I
here.
didn't. I looked
By
at
the way, all
one,
this
I didn't know
gameplay
you-
is by World of Long Plays. I bring all my gameplay from him.
Okay.
Success. See?
No.
That's just every 10 levels, right? No. That's
no.
just
All right, so hold on.
that's the
Level 9,
challenges. Those are the challenge levels. Yeah.
B type,
There's more than 10 levels.
and he needed to get all his lines right, and he got it. So yeah, you can definitely beat the game. I think.
I just think
No,
that's
see,
like-
these are already like these levels
That's
already
just-
have like blocks in them, and then you need to get rid of all of them. They're in a just certain ones are there. I don't think you can beat the actual this mode. A type. I don't think you can beat A type. I don't think you can beat A type.
I don't know, guys. If you know, can you beat Tetris?
I know.
Okay,
I
so
can't,
so
even
what's
if
the
they're-
highest
even if
level
they're-
you
so-
can get to, Princess Zelda?
It's not that great. I honestly don't know. I just keep playing it. It's like one of those mind-numbing things where you just start over and just keep going, and you start over and you just keep going. I don't know if I've ever been like, I need to be level 42. You know.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get to level 42. That was definitely...
Okay, well there you go. Doggy, Tetris, and what's the highest level you got into?
I really can't remember what the highest level I got to was. We owned this on the Nintendo. It came when I bought a Game Boy. It was the pack-in game with the Game Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that. I love the Game Boy soundtrack. It had a few different songs than the Nintendo. The Nintendo had a cool soundtrack, but the Game Boy one, that one song on there was so awesome. I can't even remember what it sounds like, or I'd kind of sing a little bit of it for you because I know you want to hear me sing. No,
I do. Let me hear it.
I can't remember. Man, I wish we could bring it. Man, I wish we
You want to
played
bring it
that
up?
music on
I can
here.
bring
Yeah.
it up. All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
bring up the Game Boy.
Game
the
Boy.
Game
Okay,
Boy
Tetris
one.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Game Boy Tetris music.
Yay.
Game Boy Long Play. All right, hold on. Let
But
me see.
wow.
All right, again, World of Long Plays. Shout out to World of Long Plays, man. I love this channel because they bring all the gameplay that you see here. Be sure to give them a subscribe. The guy posts new games almost every day.
Oh,
So he
okay.
plays a lot of games. All right, here we go. Let's see. Bring it up, doggy. Here we go. Copyright strike incoming.
There it is.
It sounds exactly the same. That sounds the same to me as the other one.
I don't know if I don't know if that's the Nintendo, the regular Nintendo version or not. But I love that. I love that song. That song's awesome.
Either way, it's a great song.
Yes,
Yeah.
great song, iconic song. I'm sure that was on one of our music shows before. But iconic gameplay, iconic game itself. You could never get bored with that. I mean, I guess you get bored with it, but you can never, play it so many times that you lose the challenge to it. It's always going to be a little bit different. It's always going to bring you a different block on certain times. So, but yeah, I love this game back in the day. Last time I played a Tetris game was the that one they brought out on Game Pass, Tetris
Tetris Effect.
Effect. Yeah. So I haven't played like the original version for a while. Actually, I might have played original version on this emulator I have in here. But anyway, no, I love this. This is something I would definitely bring out the vault at any time if I had it, just the means to just bring it right out. Definitely a great choice.
Mhm.
Iconic choice.
Absolutely. So Tetris, man, what an iconic game.
Right.
You can bring this game out of the vault any day of the week. Well, only on days of the week that end in the letter Y.
There you
game is
go.
fantastic. You just can't go wrong with this game. There's a reason why this game is the best-selling game of all time. I don't think that Grand Theft Auto has beat this game still to this date. And I mean, if you know, kind of thing, the greatness cannot be explained. The way this game captured the world, and yeah, you can just go in there, play a few levels till you lose, or do like me and try to get to level 20, which I think is the maximum level you can do on Type A. Now I've never gotten. I think the highest level I've ever gotten is level 9.
Oh, that's weak, actually.
Whatever. Because it just gets so fast. It's insane. It is insane. So yeah, I don't know. It's I can't play that great, but I try. So yeah, great pick by Princess Zelda. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Let's see. Okay, I gotta keep checking for DeathDealer. Let's see. Splendifer says he goes to level 3. And he says, not me, just saying. Okay. Roy Matumbo, shout out to Roy Matumbo. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says Tetris Effect on PSVR is so cool.
Oh wow.
I played Tetris Effect on Quest VR, and it is so cool.
What's up, Roy, man? Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. We know it's like 2
pleasure.
a.m. where you're at, isn't it, Roy? Yeah, we got to bring Roy back on again. I feel like, we need to have Roy on again because he's so great when he's on.
Yeah.
Sure.
If it wasn't 2 o'clock where you were at, Roy, sometimes I feel guilty asking people from the UK to be on because it's like really, really early over there.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm glad you're experiencing some light insomnia and that you're watching us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. He says, nah, it's only 1:40 a.m. There you go. Only 1:40. Great choice, Princess Zelda. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Doggy, what's your game that you're going to bring up?
I'm trying to look and see how many levels are in Tetris.
20.
They seem like that's where they're level 18. So it only went to level 20?
20, yep.
Maybe I did make it to 4.
Man, I could have sworn with one. Yeah, okay. I thought that game just kept going. I just thought it kept getting faster till you couldn't.
So you can beat it if you beat level 20?
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me bring it back up.
Right.
I'm processing what I'm hearing. Am I that bad at the game?
All right, so here we go.
We made it.
Here's the video. Oh, it might play.
Are you showing us the dancing characters
Here's
again?
the video from
Yes.
World of Long Plays, of course, as always. All right, so here he is. Score 99999, level 20.
Yeah,
you need 500 lines, I think, to beat the game.
Oh, maybe it's lines.
Right.
Lines. I don't know what I was thinking.
And so here he is. I think he's trying to beat it with the Tetrino. There we go. Oh, no, it keeps going. All right. So he's done 500 lines. And you get a rocket ship.
Okay, I remember that. The bad news bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it played the bad news bear song on the Nintendo.
There you go. So I guess it goes more than level 20 because he kind of gave up there at the end. Or I don't know if the game just did that for him.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, that's right. Yep. The world. It's like this.
I don't know. I've never beaten the game. I've never gotten 500 lines, and I've never made it to level 20.
It's like the center of the Tootsie Pop. The world may never know.
Yeah, the world may never know. All right. Shout out to Roy Matumbo. He's like, welcome to the Tetris fact-checking podcast. But you know what? Did you guys ever play Tetris 99 on the Switch?
No.
I don't think
Oh
so.
my gosh, it
Yeah.
was like Tetris Battle Royale. I sucked so bad. Like if you ever want to see how much you suck at Tetris, play Tetris 99.
So what about Dr. Mario? Did he have 20 levels too?
I don't know about that one.
Oh, it had more than that. That one had more than that.
More levels? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try it at this point.
Great. Look what you did. Look what your choice did.
Ah.
Doggy, what is your next choice, buddy?
Your choice has us puzzled.
It does. Oh, but play on words.
He's killing it today.
All right, I'm gonna go. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go visit another arcade classic. I'm gonna have to go to, but that was also ported to many. Well, not too many, but a few other consoles. I'm going back to the 1994 great arcade game known as Daytona. Right, that's right, baby. Daytona, USA. Man, how can you go wrong with this? I love racing games, as you guys know. I'm a sucker for racing games, right? So I loved this in the arcade. I loved them when they were linked up. They even had one out at our bowling alley that was linked up. And I'd go out there with my brother and play. And then that stuff was so fun. Man, I liked playing with the manual. I love the manual transmission, the four shifter. I still remember like the 4 different color buttons.
Yes, I love that too. Yes.
Yeah, you can change your view and stuff. I like how it rubber banded. Like if you were playing against somebody, it always kept it close. You know what I'm saying? It was just so fun to play against people. It was so fun to play, even if you weren't playing against anybody at all. I had to have a Saturn, and this was one of the games that made me want a Saturn. I had to have it. I know it wasn't completely arcade perfect. It had pop in, and it had its faults or whatever, but it didn't matter. It played so good. It played so good on that 6-button pad because A was gas, X was brake, and then the 4 buttons beside B, Y, C, and Z were the 4 different gears. And I played this game so much on the Saturn that like I knew every point, every turn, what gear to have it in. I do the time trials and stuff, and I had them like within a second or two. I had oh man, it was just, I played this so much. I like the Grand Prix mode and stuff that they gave you. You could unlock different cars and stuff. Yeah, they have this on Xbox 360 arcade, and it's backwards compatible. So I will bust this out every once in a while and go back and relive my memories of it. Unfortunately, the backwards compatible one, the one on the 360 arcade, it doesn't have much depth to it. It doesn't have like the Saturn where it had a Grand Prix mode and the endurance mode where you had to go into the pits, and do all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter. It still brings you the original arcade action. Oh no, I missed it so much. I want to say, I bet this game was just so much fun. If you played this in the arcade, you know what I'm saying. Great soundtrack, great control, great publisher, great everything. You could even play the little slot machine. If you were playing the first one, you could play the little slot machine every time you went underneath it each time. So, but yeah, I love racing games. Always have, and this was one of my favorite racers. One of my favorite arcade games I ever played. Like I said, if you were playing it linked up against one of your friends, you couldn't beat it.
All right. Yeah, great game there, Doggy. Princess Zelda, Daytona, USA.
I agree. It cost twice as many quarters, but it was worth it because it was so much fun.
Right? I first played this game at the arcade, and I'm with Doggy. I will always go manual shifter.
Never.
All the time. I never won in the arcade version, but I also got a Sega Saturn, and my Saturn came with this game because I got a Day 1 edition Saturn, and it came with the Virtual Cop, Daytona USA, and what third game?
Probably Virtual Fighter, I'd imagine.
Virtual Fighter. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the initial launch version of this game sucked, and it sucked bad. It was not very good at all. But we then Daytona USA Circuit Edition came out on the Saturn. That one, so I went and bought that one because I read that it was so much better than the launch version. They fixed the polygons. They fixed some of the draw distance, the rotations,
Right.
all this stuff. And man, it looked so good in comparison. And that's the one that I really got into it too, was the Circuit Edition. And I just remember racing and trying to win my hardest. I didn't have it down like Doggy, but I remember trying to win, and I remember unlocking the tracks. You could unlock other cars. I remember that too.
Right. Yep.
And then my battery died on my Saturday, and I lost all my cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this game, what a fantastic pick. It's great. Like, it's so funny. Like, I've often thought, like, man, I should just trade this game in. And then I'm like, but before I trade it in, let me play it. And then I play it, and I'm like, I'm not trading this game in. No way.
No,
It just has there's just a charm to it, and especially like I feel that the Sega Saturn had a charm that no other console did. So yeah, this game, what a great game by Doggy Dog. 420, way to go, buddy.
What version was that you had playing? Was that the Saturn version?
That's the arcade version.
Oh, okay. It had a little pop in itself. So
yeah. So yeah, that game was the arcade version.
yeah, the manual transmission was the way to go, because it seemed like
Yes.
the manual transmission car would go 4 or 5 miles an hour faster than the automatic version of, like, like on the Saturn you can unlock the different cars, and it had a automatic version and it had a manual version. It seemed like it's 4 or 5 miles an hour faster top speed that it would go with the manual. And like I said, the manual, you'd get to a corner and you'd be going 4th gear. And you'd be like, okay, I got to hit this corner. You just press 2nd gear, go right to 2nd gear, and it take you right down to the speed you wanted to get down to. And this, I don't know. It was awesome. I had that game down, and it had cool drifting.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot of cool mechanics to it. It was awesome. If you got good at that game, you really could appreciate it. So
Absolutely.
even if you weren't good at it, it was fun.
It only goes faster if it depends on the driver.
So
I'm going to disagree.
It's so funny because like I wanted to win so bad, I would race without ever braking, which was the manual transmission.
Right. That's exactly. You didn't need the brakes.
Yeah, you didn't need to brake with the manual transmission. Like I remember, I refused to brake, but I never drifted. I could never figure out the drifting.
Yeah, I'm not the best. Even like nowadays games like in Forza and stuff, like I hate the drifting things, and those are the worst. Those are the worst part of. Yep.
All right. Let's see. Splendiferous says, "This is the ultimate nostalgia, man. The Sega Saturn." That's right. Time Drago Jr. says, "That's an old game."
Yes, it is. 1994, baby.
Aww.
That's right. Oh man, back when we were kids. Let's see. Roy Montalvo says, "Doggy, did you hear about the Daytona USA being in the arcades in the new Like a Dragon Yakuza game?"
Ooh,
that's right. The Yakuza games always have Sega arcades in there, and it's in there. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
And Time says, "I'm gonna do this." He says, "Damn, that background looks cool, babe."
I think he's talking
how
to you,
nice of
Doggy.
you to notice the background there, Time Drago. What about the foreground? The main subject looks great as well.
I think he's talking to Doggy.
I thought he was talking to Axel. So yeah,
he says, "Babe, that has to be you."
You're gonna have to specify what you're talking about. We're all confused. Maybe he means all of us.
Maybe.
So in that case, Titan, hey baby.
You know what, Titan? It's Veterans Day, so yeah, you're welcome for my service. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, everybody's drinking. Hold on, is it a drinking break? Hold on.
Yeah. Why not? It's a little beverage music,
There you go. All right, so my next game that I'm going to talk about is the sequel to one of the greatest games on the Dreamcast, but that came to the Xbox. That's none other than Jet Set Radio Future. That's right. Jet Set Radio Future, you are back again as a gang member of the GGs, one of the GGs. And, of course, the goal is to graffiti your gang sign over everybody else's gang sign, and listen to some epic songs. The soundtrack to this is amazing. That DJ, oh, what was his name? Anyways, you know which DJ I'm talking about. He would just kill it. I loved it. Later on, when the Xbox, you could put your own music into it. You could even upload your own graffiti up. So like, I was like spray painting questionable people on there. And I just thought it was hilarious. Like, you could substitute anything. And this is, of course, back before Xbox had any, could look to see what you were doing. I love how like the gang fights go, that you gotta beat up, you gotta knock down other people with it, and then spray paint them with your gang sign, and that's how you would hurt them. And it just got so much character. It's a shame that this never got a sequel. It didn't sell very well, from what I understand, but even without it selling well, it became a cult classic. Guys, this game is just phenomenal. The original is phenomenal, and the sequel is just more of it with better controls, better tighter controls. So yeah, this game, I cannot recommend it enough. You definitely should play it. And of course, I pulled this game out of the vault for the music, and because my Xbox still has all my custom graffiti on it, and I never want to lose it. And I just think it's hilarious now that I'm older to see, you know, what 18-year-old me thought was hilarious back then. So yeah, great game, everybody. Don't pass up on it. Princess Zelda Jet Set Radio Future.
I've never even heard of this.
You've never heard of Jet Set Radio?
No, I've not heard of this. I've never seen this. And as soon as I started watching it, it made me think of, I don't remember what the show was called, but where all the girls would be like roller skating and rollerblading, and they would shove each other out of the ring. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Roller derby?
I know if it's called roller derby. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like roller derby. But yeah, this is Jet Set Radio is the game that invented cell shading. So cell shaded graphics first came out on Jet Set Radio.
Right.
So yeah, and I agree with Splendiferous here. What? Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So there you go. You're welcome for my service again, Princess Zelda. I'm just kidding. Princess Zelda, you gotta go find yourself a copy of Jet Set Radio Future.
I don't know, man. This looks, I don't know. Yeah, their dancing is a little.
but the music, I mean,
I can't hear it. There we go.
It's got so much attitude on it. It is great. Splendiferous says, Titan, you're not doing your job. You had one job, Titan. One job.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But yeah, I highly recommend this game, Princess Zelda. It's great. And it's just fun. It's silly fun. Doggy, Jet Set Radio Future.
So my little sock filter thing moved on there. Okay, there we go. I did not have original Xbox, so I did not play Jet Set Radio Future. I don't know how different it was from the original. The original was really cool. Like you said, that, you know, there was a lot of innovations of the original. So I'm sure this was just more goodness that the original brought. I mean, how much different was, like, what was it, kind of like a remake of it, or was it a sequel?
No, it's a sequel. It's a direct sequel.
Huh. No, I just
new rival gangs, more police, but it's essentially the same. The levels are redone, and it's just got more color and more vibrancy than the original. This capture does not do it justice. I promise you, it's not doing it justice.
Oh, probably not. No.
And also because it was the Xbox, you could put your own music on it. So even though it has its own soundtrack,
right?
I cannot tell you how like now. Thinking about it, I would like play this game with Slipknot playing instead of, because you could rip your own CDs onto the Xbox and play them in your games, right? And I remember doing that. And again, you could also upload your own graffiti on there. So I would download people with with no clothing on and spray paint them on the game. It was just so fun to me, like the whole thing, the whole concept. But the game by itself, without any of that, is great.
Yeah,
I
but
highly recommend this game.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can't go wrong. The first game was great, so I'm sure they just stepped it up a
Mhm.
notch with this. Like you said, you could add your own music too, so that would be more cool. So yeah, I love the cell shaded graphics. You know, that was cool, and that's just like something I like when I talk about Hi-Fi Rush. You know, I mentioned how it has those cell shaded graphics just like this. You know, just something Jet Set Radio. You know, it's those graphics. You know, the music and everything. So. No, it was a great franchise. I wish they would revisit this franchise. They need to reboot. We need a reboot or whatever. And I thought I actually heard somewhere in rumors a couple years ago. This is one of them they were actually toying with the notion of redoing. Was this and Crazy Taxi? Maybe it was the other one they were talking about.
Yeah. So Project Radio, I think, is what it's called. But yeah, no, I don't. I think it's a fan reboot, not so much an official one from Sega.
Oh,
yeah. So you can see she's knocking them down and painting on them while they're there. So yeah, that's how you would defeat the police. Was you would spray paint them, knock them down, and spray paint them.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was so much fun. It's just silly fun. I don't know how else to describe it.
I take it this ain't like a back compat.
I don't know. If
I'm checking that out after the show. I'm gonna look and see if this is obtainable. Like if you can still get this on the Xbox store, because I like to try it out.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. My vault game, Jet Set Radio Future, just because I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the original was great on the Dreamcast. I love that the sequel came to the Xbox. I ended up getting it with a dual pack. So.
Cool.
What's funny is, so I got Sega GT and Jet Set Radio Future with my Xbox.
So, that's cool.
And I was just so happy. I didn't even play Sega GT. I just played Jet Set Radio Future. So yeah, fun times had by all. But Doggy, guess what time it is?
Open up the vault. And the Broncos are awful. It's intermission time with Princess Axel.
Boo this man, boo! Worst
Best announcer ever.
Worst announcer money could not buy.
Great job, Doggy.
Thank you.
All right. So guys, so we went through 3 games: Tetris, Daytona USA, and Jet Set Radio Future. Which one would you pull out of the vault? And again, you cannot vote for your own game.
Right.
Let's start with Princess. My gosh, it's Titan. Splendor says, yes, I want a remake of this game. Also, yes, Jet Set Radio Future, baby.
Yeah, they should. Yeah,
Titan says, Bronchos.
I'm pretty sure that's not how we wanted it pronounced.
That's how I'm pronouncing it.
So be it.
Broncos.
All right, Princess Zelda, which one? If you cannot vote for Tetris, which one would you vote?
I am voting for the manual version of Daytona.
All right, there you go. Doggy, which one would you vote for?
I'm going to bust out of the vault. Man, that's a tough choice. Yeah, you know what? I could go for a quick game of Tetris, man. I could really go. I could go. You know, if I wish I had a Game Boy right now and have that music playing, I could really go for that. So as much as I would love to try Jet Set Radio Future, man, I could go for some of that Tetris.
Can't go wrong with some Tetris.
That's right.
As much as I love Daytona USA, I have to give it to Tetris as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about that addictive gameplay that just it just slaps.
And well, we'll let the
let's let the chat finish voting here.
Chat vote. And you know what? You asked Princess Zelda what she'd been playing, and then we didn't talk about that ourselves. So for the next 2 intermissions, we can kind of name off some of the stuff.
Did we not talk about? You're right. Yeah. We did not talk about. We just got right into it.
So you did not.
Okay, what have you been playing?
You did that on purpose. You did that with style. See, that right there is the sign of a great host. He let he left content for the intermission times. Exactly.
Really?
What he did. Yeah. I mean,
That's
you can't give it to the man. He's
Doggy knows what I'm doing.
yeah, he's great. He's great for a reason.
I saw Doggy on Fortnite.
Yeah.
I can see
Give it
what
up.
you're playing.
Give it up. Give it up, Fresh. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've been on Fortnite. I went offline when I was playing it, but
Doggy, what have you been playing?
Mortal Kombat 1 just came out with a new season, so I've been playing that, and it came out with
Nice.
Omni-Man as a new...
Omni-Man, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, he's cool. He's great.
I
He's
would
got a cool
100%
fatality.
main Omni-Man.
Has a cool fatality with the... If you haven't seen it, go look it up. It's awesome. We played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection on Tuesday night
Renegades, yeah,
on
that's right.
Renegades, and now
Nice.
that's some vault stuff right there. That's some stuff you can pull out of the vault. That's always fun. Of course, some Forza Motorsport and the great, I gotta say, Spider-Man 2 is a great game. It is a great game. I'm really enjoying that.
Game of the year, Tony?
It could be up there. I'm not sure it's Hi-Fi Rush great, but it's not got Peppermint in there, so I mean, how could it be? How could it be that? But no, it plays great. There's so much. Axel, after you get done with your Final Fantasy VII remake, you should. I think you'd be very happy with that game. It worth your PS5 purchase. So, yeah, those are games I've been enjoying, among others. But those have been the main ones.
All right, that's great. So I have been playing, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I decided to fire up the PS5 and play some games. But also, I've been playing Soul Hackers 2. If you know about Soul Hackers 2, you know it's the sequel to Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers. Is it Demon Slayer? Or whatever. It came out back in the old PS2 days. So, yeah, it had a 1 hour long intro. The intro cinematic alone was like 35 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Are you glad you watched it?
Oh, yeah, of course. I want to know what's going on. They're setting it up.
All right.
And then, and so I've been playing it. I only have about 2 hours in it. It's got some really cool combat. I'm really enjoying it. It's turn-based. But Final Fantasy VII is where it's at right now with the Bay Tifa.
And you'll have to show me which one of those came, like, I was trying to look at those versions. We'll have to get together and you'll have to show me like which one of those came with the original, the remake or whatever. Because
didn't you already get it?
No, I was asking you about it, and then I looked at all the different.
I thought you already
digital
played
versions.
Final Fantasy VII.
The remake? The remake? No. Nope.
Oh.
Nope, I haven't played it. But yeah, for $70, and it comes with the pre-order of that, and that's not a bad price. It's $35 a game. That's heck, I can go for that. So yeah, you'll have to. But there's like so many different versions. Like some of them look like they just come with DLC for Final Fantasy VII remake and all this stuff. So I'll end up buying the wrong ones. You'll have to guide me down the right path for that one. So
yeah, definitely. I will be your Final Fantasy guide.
The guide. There you go. Yeah.
Your navigator on this journey.
Just follow me if you want to play games. Princess Zelda, how did the chat do?
Great question. 44% is going for a ride with Doggy. 33% is solving
Nice.
43, level 43 at Tetris. And 22% are going rollerblading with Axel.
Yeah, great job, chat. That's
awesome. Yes, it is. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Great job. Oh, hold on. I think it's Doggy's turn on the screen.
Woo!
All right, guys. Let's move the show right along. All right, so we're on to our final game. It doesn't look like DeathDealer is going to be able to solve her technical difficulties today.
I have that problem.
And that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
You know
good,
what,
yeah.
DeathDealer? We still love you.
Oh, we still love you, and you're missed. You're missed by us. You're missed by the chat.
We miss you. Just type in your games. We'll show him.
She will be back next week. Better than
Probably,
ever. Yeah. So yeah. if that's
Yeah,
possible.
and
'cause she's so awesome.
shout out to Jago Kukin.
Yeah, what's
He
up,
says,
brother?
"What's up, iconic fan? What's going on, Jago Kukin?
What's
Thank you
up,
so much
brother?
for joining us. You are the real MVP." And he wants to know, Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda, hey, how you doing this evening?
How
I'm
you
with
doing?
a great crowd. It couldn't be better.
Oh. And he says, Axel Doggy, what's good? What's going on? Hey, not much.
What's up, brother?
Yay, she's here.
DeathDealer is here in the chat. Yay!
Yeah!
Yay.
Hey, throw us a vault game in the chat. Give us a vault game.
Yeah,
in the
throw us
chat.
one of your vault games in the chat. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. We'll pretend we picked it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll just pick it over the one on my last one. Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Princess Zelda,
Hi.
what is one of your vault games?
So the last vault game that I chose is it's another one that any single time I see it, I just have to play at least a few rounds, and it is Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I loved Ghost Valley was one of my favorites because it was the first time I realized you could take shortcuts to win. So I would spend and I love too if you did play solo, you'd have like a little ghosty to try to beat yourself. But I love the levels. I mean, obviously the graphics aren't the best. It's probably but this one was my favorite out of all the ones they made.
Yeah, Mario Kart, the OG kart
Love it.
destruction. I already know Doggy's gonna say something about balloon mode or something like that.
Yes.
Balloon mode. Oh, see, that one wasn't my favorite mode. I did love the competitive, just running the racetrack and just trying to find those shortcuts to beat. When I found that shortcut in that Ghost Valley, it changed my life.
Changed your life forever.
It did, because like all of a sudden, like, as my brother and I played this like a ridiculous amount of time, and then like all of a sudden I'd be in front of him, and so then we were trying to find other like shortcuts and secrets. Like it was just, I love this game.
I remember this one had a shortcut. This particular track had a shortcut where you had to jump one of the walls. You could jump one of the walls, and it was only one particular wall you could jump through, and it was a glitch. It was like jumping in between it or something.
I love it.
But it was very difficult to do.
Oh, she got stopped.
Yeah. And if you got it wrong, you were in last place.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stuck in the dirt.
Great pick. Dougie, Mario Kart.
Oh, there was a guy who used to do commentary for ECW. His name is Joey Styles, and he used to say, and I gotta agree with him. Oh my God, this is the game right here. This is the game. Oh my God, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Even though I guess I haven't busted this out of the vault for a while. This, man, the Super Nintendo had tons of great games.
Mhm.
Tons of great games. But I don't know if I played any game more than this. Where do I start with this? The battle mode is what you were talking about. The blue mode, the battle mode.
Oh yeah, the balloon mode. Yeah, the battle mode.
We used to. People would come over to my house from the neighborhood and stuff, and we'd play that battle mode, and we would bet sports cards on it. We'd get out the Beckett. Remember the Beckett, and it'd tell you the price of cards, the value of the cards, and we would like look in the Beckett, and we'd pile like $20 worth of cards and bet it on a match of battle mode, dude. And we were all so good at this. Like we were professionals. Like you could just hide in a little corner.
Wait, did you just say you guys were professionals?
Professionals, yeah. Professionals, yeah. No,
Professionals, that's right, with your bros.
Yeah, professionals, yeah. And we were so good at this. Like we're just nobody was better than us. Anybody in the world could have came over and they weren't touching us at this. We played this so much, dude. Like the battle moves so great. The cup race. Okay, so if you're playing the cup races against the computer, that was so fun. Unlocking the new CC classes. Playing the races against each other and finding the shortcuts, that was great. And like besides F-Zero, this like the mode 7 effects, this was like kind of a new thing, just the graphics were so great on this.
Scaling pixels, yeah.
Yeah, that battle mode. Oh my God, man, we played that so much. Like I said, I don't think I played any Super Nintendo game more than this. We played it all the time. It was never ending fun. Oh my god, we like I said, we were just so good at it. It was like you'd get the red shell, and it would be a homing shell, and Asia, we were so good, we know how to jump and make it hit the wall and stuff. It just our matches would last forever, because we were just so good at avoiding stuff. Or you just, man, man, I'm off the bus. Is this on like that Nintendo Online? Is this like
Yeah, it is.
play this? Is it got where you can play against people like online?
I don't know. I don't know if they turned on the line mode. I don't think so.
You're lucky. You say that. You say that because you don't want none. And that's what it is. You don't want none of battle mode. You know it. But no, oh my God. One of the best games, one of my favorite games ever. One of the best games on the Super Nintendo, if not the best. And this franchise still lives on today. And like they've had Super Mario Kart 8 out for like
10 years.
10 years, and it's still like one of the top selling games. And it's just fun. It's just fun. But I really, all the Mario Kart games have been fun, but none of them were ever just as cool as this. I don't know if it was just because of the how revolutionary or whatever it was. How cool it was at the time. But
yeah,
man, just every single thing about this game was great. There was nothing not to like about this game. It was incredible. This is the pick of the night. This is even better than my pick next, and I can't believe I'd say that. So, yeah. Woo!
So this game,
what a great pick.
I bought this game on the Super Nintendo. I bought this game on my 3DS because it came out, backwards compatible, all that stuff. I bought this game on the Game Boy Advance because it was basically a Super Nintendo. I bought this game all the time. It's so good. It is so good. Like, I remember me and my army buddies getting our Game Boy Advances and system linking and playing this game. And you want to talk about a game that is going to end friendships. This is the game. Like before there was Fortnite that would get you pissed at your friends. There was Mario Kart,
This is call off school.
I was gonna say that too. Me and my brother were punching each other sometimes from this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is easily a 10 out of 10. I mean,
for sure. Yeah. 10 out
it's so much fun. Even now, kids, I think don't really appreciate it because they're like, oh, how can you see what you're doing? It's not clear. It's so pixelated. But you just got to remember, back in the day, we had 240p or 240i resolution. This was crystal clear back in the day.
Right. And just like looking at the bottom screen, like when you were like doing the battle mode, you would learn to look at the bottom screen more than your screen. You know what I'm saying? You were watching more what was going on down here than what was going on up there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They did it. They did this game.
This is one of those games where like you would go cross-eyed because you'd be looking at one screen. And of course, with the good old Nintendos, you would have to have the cardboard dividers so nobody looked at your screen.
Early Labo.
That's right. Early Labo. So yeah, I just remember having such a good time with this game. Such a good time. I don't think I have a bad memory of this game. Great pick, Princess Zelda. Great pick.
Thank you.
Great pick. Great game to get out of the vault there, guys. Get it out. Time. You have one job. Go get it.
Rainbow Road. Remember Rainbow Road at the end of the
brutal
the Star Cup or whatever it was. Yeah, that was.
Somebody knocks you off and you just watch everybody go by.
All right, Doggy. What is the next game you're gonna pick?
Oh man. It was tough. It was tough because there's so many. We could do this. We'll have to make this like a once a year kind of thing. We'll have to pull this episode out of the vault, like keep pulling this idea out of the vault,
Yeah.
But I still have on top of very top of my entertainment center is the tall Series X and the PS5. But down below still sits my Xbox 360. It still sits there. And there's only one reason that still sits there, and that is so I can play none other than Guitar Hero games. The Guitar Hero games still live on because, they're not backwards compatible, like Rock Band has, you can play all those.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved Rock Band. I'll still go back to them. What we got? We got Warriors of Rock.
Yeah,
We got-
Guitar Hero
we
3
got-
Warriors of Rock.
Band Hero.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Show me again, doggy.
We got Band Hero.
Yeah, I love that
Warriors
one.
of Rock. Yeah, we got Warriors of Rock. We got Band Hero, which was awesome. The Great Guitar Hero Metallica.
Boo! Boo!
No!
I'm telling you, this game is great.
Every
This is-
song, dude, I would sooner cut every single one of my fingers off than play a
I cannot
Metallica
with
song.
that.
Oh my
don't
god,
know.
I
He's
love
speaking
this
gibberish.
one. I loved. Oh man. Okay. World Tour.
Hold on.
This
World
is
Tour,
one of the
my
best
favorite
games.
ones. Yep.
Yeah, this is one of the best. Guitar Hero World
Yep.
Tour. This was great. This one had like so many different great. It has such a good variety of artists and stuff on it. Smash Hits, which brought,
Nice.
which came.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero Van Halen. Guitar Hero 5. Guitar Hero 3. Okay. And yeah, so
Dang.
okay.
Dang,
Where do I?
doggy, dang.
And I'll still okay. So I still even have one of these red. This is the best. This was the best guitar.
Yeah, I
they
gotta
made,
agree,
'cause
that
it
one
had
was the best one.
This was
Yep.
the best one. The Guitar Hero 5 one that had the touch strip with and I love the bumped up buttons. These were the best, and the huge. This is the best one. This is the best one they ever made. But yeah, I used to, and I still do, because I'll drag it out. I have a mic stand, and you put the USB mic, put it on the mic stand, and I'll play the guitar and sing at the same time. And what's cool about Guitar Hero is like the star power all works together, So if you're singing and do good, you could just use it with your guitar. You just lift the guitar and it all just works as a band. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, there's just so many good memories with this. It's so fun to go back to these games. They play so great. There's a different feel with Guitar Hero over Rock Band. It seems like Guitar Hero is more arcadey, if you will, which I guess it is in the arcades. Yeah. I guess that would make sense. But I just love going back to these games. Like I said, I still have that 360 in there just for that reason, so I can go in there and play all these games that I enjoyed back then, and I still enjoy. I mean, just like this Metallica one here, I love going there, playing like Searching, Seek and Destroy. Searching, Seek and Destroy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, dude,
Not because of your singing, doggy, but because of your song choice.
No, just all these. Man, I just love going through and play these. I mean, how can you all these? I'm just. And look, they're owned by Activision. Let's get us another. version.
Yes,
please.
let's do it.
Can you please? We don't need to bring back the old ones. We don't need to bring the old songs. I don't give a crap if you bring back my old collection, all the money I spent. I don't care. Just give us another one. Make it the 5-button guitar, just like you make us new guitars with the 5 buttons, not the 6-button like you did with that stupid Guitar Hero Live. But no, I will bust that out. Like I said, it's sitting up there just to play these games. Guitar Hero was an absolute blast. And if you say otherwise, you're foolish. You are. You're foolish. You're foolish.
Right.
But you just Guitar Hero. I love you, and I'll always love you, and I'll play it as long as my 360 still works. I'll be playing those games. I will pull those out of the vault and play one every once in a while.
Nice. Titan Juggle says, I swear when they release Guitar Hero for the Xbox, we will go on tour, baby.
You right.
He's talking to Doggy. When he says
Yeah,
baby,
that's right,
he's
baby.
talking to Doggy.
That's right, baby.
So funny.
Are we-
Announced her 3 choices.
Titan,
Her 3 choices
are we?
Crash Bandicoot, Kirby's Epic Yarn, that one's great.
Mhm.
And of course, the original horror game, or the game that brought horror to the mainstream, Resident Evil, with the amazing voice acting. I love it. I love it just for the voice acting alone. I know it's not great, but that's why I love it.
Hey, Titan. Are we sharing a hotel room? Baby.
One bed.
One bed. Yeah, but we're not paying for it. Why waste money on on 2 beds. One will suffice.
There you go. Okay, so let's see. So DeathDealer has chosen Crash Bandicoot, Kirby's Epic Yarn, and Resident Evil. Let me take a break from Guitar Hero here for a minute. Princess Zelda, which one of those 3 would you get out of the vault?
Okay, so I definitely wouldn't get Resident Evil out. That whole franchise terrifies me. I can't stand it. But I do love charismatic and cute characters. But I've always loved Kirby, so it's going to have to go Kirby. But that's a close call.
Very close call. Doggy, which one would you get out of the vault?
Oh, those older Crash Bandicoot games were so fun. I'm definitely taking those. I'm taking those out. My favorite was Crash of the Titans. That one was so fun. I love that one. But they were all awesome. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot for me.
There you go. I have played like a half of a level of Crash Bandicoot in my whole life. So it's a big no for me. Resident Evil, I love it because of the bad acting, but if I had to pull one out, it would definitely be Epic Yarn on the Wii. I love Epic Yarn. I think it's a fantastic Kirby game. Very different transformations on it. You can't really go wrong. Great choices, DeathDealer. Great choices.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. But back to the jamming. All right, let's see. Let's see. Pixel Slapper says, hey, scratch his head. Be quiet. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't get it. But hey, Pixel Slapper, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
Yeah, Pixel Slapper.
Dreadpool joins us. What's going on, Dreadpool? Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
Hello.
Doggy Dog doesn't even care if it's the Guitar Hero Taylor Swift edition. That's right. Twizzle. That's right. I don't care either. Actually, on Guitar Hero Band Hero, there was a lot of Taylor Swift songs. And I played them all.
There was?
There was.
Let's see what was on there.
And then you could get DLC of 3 more, I think, or 5 more. Yeah. Let's see. Pixel Slapper says, go get jam sessions and a DS dog woof woof. Oh my god. Let's see what else we got going on. Splendifer says, that's my deathy wethy. Let's see. I was on about loud music. Never mind. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see it. Okay. Okay. Princess Zelda, Guitar Hero.
Oh, classic. It's so fun. It is so fun. Doggy, what's your best game? Like, song. What song do you think that you could nobody could compare with you?
The best song out of all these on Guitar Hero?
Correct.
Oh my god. That were on the disc herself or like some DLC?
Anything that you play that you think nobody could touch it.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll tell you what, man. I love Blink 182 and any of the Blink 182 DLCs that they had. I played them and played them and played them and played them and played them. And you're not going to do those better than me. I love Blink 182. And Blink 182, while we're at it, featured the best at each instrument that there is there. Who's a better bass player than Mark Hoppus? That's right, nobody. Don't try and argue with me. Don't try to. Tom DeLonge, man, tears it up on the guitar. And you might disagree with that, but nobody in the world is going to tell me that there's a better drummer than Travis Barker. That man is a good drummer. That man survived a plane crash and still is the best drummer on the planet. No questions. But I love Blink 182. They're still one of my favorite bands. I think they just released another CD, so they're not as good as they used to be. I know they've kind of changed a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Those songs, yeah. If I practiced those so much and played them so much that probably nobody could touch me at those. And the Metallica stuff, I was getting pretty good at those too. I loved playing those, so those were good too. Though they were tough. Some of those were real tough. That's why Axel don't like them because
Dragon Force for me.
Oh, Dragon Force!
The crap out of Dragon Force.
That stuff was tough. Yeah, Dragon Force.
It was, but I loved it. I loved the speed of it. Like you really felt like you were shredding.
Yeah, through the fire and flames.
Dragon
yeah,
Force.
Through the fire and flames. Yeah, that one was rough, man. Even the bass part in that one was tough. Yeah.
I mean, it started out in our apologies. Like Dragon Force was crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, great choice. Sorry, Princess Zelda. I didn't mean to steal your section. Keep going.
No, I just don't know. It's enjoyable. It's fun. I like the diverse selection. I just think it's a fantastic. I mean, they're just so fun to play, and they're fun to play with others too. I mean, it's just fantastic. Great choice, Doggy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
when
you.
Band Hero came out, man, I would throw so many guitar. Like, Band Hero came out, Guitar Hero got me through college. Like, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. That's the only game we would play because it was short sessions, right? Like, you could play for 20 minutes, you could play for 5 hours, whatever. It was all fun. And I can't remember anybody complaining like, "Hey, come over to my house. We're gonna play some Guitar Hero." All right, let's go.
Right, we would exactly. Yeah, that's we would exactly. It's like the ultimate party game. You get a couple, 3 guys, and get some beers and stuff, and you felt like superstars. You know, just like yeah, there's nothing more fun. I remember those guys that I play with. I remember first they're like, games are stupid, and then they started playing them with me, and they're like, and then they always wanted to play every time they came over. I was like, yeah. Stuff's fun, man. Oh yeah, and you know what? I was just being, I was being a fanboy of the Blink 182. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's better at each instrument that I said, but I love Blink 182.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was being a fanboy.
There you go. Let's see.
I used to fanboy out Pink Floyd too. I love Pink Floyd. I still think like they're one of the best bands too. I love those guys.
Oh yeah. Now, Guitar Hero was so epic. It was just something. It was something. There was just something about it. And I don't know if they'll ever capture it again, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it was so revolutionary at the time, you just there's something about that, like, wow, I can't believe how cool this is, and yeah, they could bring it out again, yeah, and it might not hit the same. Maybe it wouldn't, but I'll still play it. If they bring it out, I'm still playing it. Just all I ask is you bring us out some new instruments. Don't be like Rock Band 4 and bring out an adapter and not bring out any new instruments. You can't like that adapter broke on my Xbox One and the Series S or X or whatever. So I can't. So the only thing that I can do with Rock Band 4 is sing now because I don't have any way to hook the guitars up to the newer Xboxes. So yeah, bring us new instruments. So that's where I wonder if they will actually bring out new Guitar Hero because they would have to make new instruments. So I don't know.
Yeah.
By
the way, this is the Dragon Force song I practiced to know, and this is the one this is the only Dragon Force song I could play good. I couldn't get it on expert, but I got it on hard. This one right here.
I was thinking of Through the Fire and Flames. That one's
this one right here. Yep, that's the one. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and then it gets hard. Here's where it starts. Yeah, it was crazy. That song was crazy. I loved it.
It was cool.
None of my friends could outplay me on that one.
And those notes that had the white on top, you could strum.
Yeah, you didn't even have to strum. But if you missed one, you had to strum again.
You had to strum again, exactly. But if you strummed once and hit that combo and just kept going, you didn't even have to. You just play it on there. But man, that was tough to do on songs like that. That was so tough to do. Man,
great choice, Doggy. Great choice.
And if it wasn't for Fight Night Friday, I might have to. I'll set out tonight.
Slapper says, "Bring back the triangle." We're got an infection, and it's only more cowbell. All right. So my next choice, guys. Great choice, Doggy. By the way, my next choice is, I would say, it's the most. It's probably the game that made me realize that music was important in video games. That's because I always thought that games had catchy music and stuff. But this is the game. When I heard these songs on this game, I know this isn't a music episode, but this is the reason why I bring this one out of the vault every now and again. It's just to play with the soundtrack. And when I heard this soundtrack, I was immediately addicted. To me, this is the best 16-bit soundtrack in the planet, and that is none other than Streets of Rage 2, baby.
Oh man!
Yeah, not only
Yes.
is this the best 16-bit beat 'em up
Oh my god!
with a
Yes.
fantastic gameplay loop, it is also the best 16-bit soundtrack. Don't at me, you know I'm right.
Oh, you are right.
And it
Yes, you are.
was, oh man, I loved the complexity and the simplicity at the same time. The fact that you could play with your little brother, and you could turn off damage or you could turn it on. But even with damage turned off, you could still throw people at him, and he'd get all pissed off and cry to your dad. And then next thing you know, you'd be grounded. I miss all that. So yeah. But the music in this game, like I said, it just made me realize. It made me take notice of the art of music in video games. Like, yeah, I heard Mario music, but to me, that was just what it was supposed to sound like. I heard Sonic music, and again, that's just what it was supposed to sound like. When I heard Streets of Rage 2 music, I was like, is it supposed to sound like that? You know?
Yeah.
And is it supposed to play this good? I mean, look at what Blaze is doing here. By the way, I'm a Blaze main as well. So yeah. Streets of Rage 2.
You didn't play with Axel?
No.
That's
I was
all right.
a Blaze main. Easily a Blaze main. And because she was just faster.
How could you not play with Axel? You're Axel.
Sorry. That's not where the name comes from. But yeah, and then the way it looks, the parallax scrolling, how big the characters were, it was just so fun. It was just so fun. This game is just incredible. Yeah, Princess Zelda, Streets of Rage 2.
So listening to why you chose this game made me think that this year, 2023, is the first year that the Grammys actually created a new topic where video games were acknowledged for their work in music.
Oh yeah, that's
And
cool.
so I think
wow.
it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla won. But to think of like that, the music has been so influential, and it's so, pardon the repeated use of the word, but iconic. Like as soon as we hear these songs, we know these games, and to go so long without being acknowledged. But I think it's great that more people are recognizing the importance of music in all areas, including video games. But this is a fun game. This is a great game.
Well said.
I haven't played it in so long. Maybe it's something I should dig out of the vault here now because I'm looking at it and remembering how much fun it was.
Yeah, and it was so colorful, so full of like the Genesis. I feel like this game just showed you what the Genesis could do if you put enough time into it.
It sure did.
I mean, not on the gameplay side, on the graphics side, on the music side, on the sound effects side. It was just makes you want to play. It makes you want to slap this bad boy to that 16-bit console right now.
Oh my yeah. Oh my god.
Doggy, Streets of Rage 2.
Joey Styles. Oh my god. There's another one. My man. Okay. Yeah, let's just start off with like where you start. Okay, the music soundtrack in this. I don't know if it's not my favorite. It's like in my top 3. You know what I'm saying? Of all gaming soundtracks ever. Every single song on here was amazing. Like the Genesis had like this limited sound chip, if you will.
Yeah, that Yamaha sound chip, the fart noise.
The opening theme song. The very first level, I could hear dun 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 dun.
Yes, yeah, like a synth piano. Yeah.
That and the music when you face the boss. Bam, 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 bam. I can't do that.
Yeah, dun, 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 dun. It was like
If I was like a UFC fighter or a wrestler, I would walk out to that music. That was that boss music when you face the boss. That would be.
That is such a good idea, Doggy. Why hasn't anybody done that?
My music.
Yeah, you know how Ric Flair comes out to that classical song?
Yeah, dun dun.
Doggy would come out to that dun 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 dun.
Man, I want to hear that song so bad. Okay, but yeah, the music. There wasn't a bad song in this game. The graphics were amazing. The colors, like you said, The size of the sprites,
Mhm.
the fighting in there. Each character was cool with their own style. Was that what there's
Mhm.
skate? There was skate. Axel.
The wrestler dude, what was his name?
Yeah, I can't remember the wrestler dude. That's what I'm trying to think of it too. And Blaze. Gosh, what was the? Man, I can't believe I don't remember that. But man, I remember playing this with my brothers so many times, and we rented this so many times. Then we decided to buy it because we just kept playing it and kept on
Mhm.
playing through it and kept on playing through it. It was so fun, and we got so good at it. Like we'd put it on mania mode because that was like the hardest mania,
Yeah, yeah.
and there would
yeah.
just be like people just coming and it'd make their power bars like even just the
Yeah, they
s-
would have like 3 power bars. The
yeah,
regular, the
even just
regular
like the regular
guys.
guys with the nuclear thing on their back, like
Yeah.
they would have like their stuff would be blue and you'd have to beat it down like 3 or 4 times, they like to get it like to be done. I just like I said, everything about this game, I can't think of anything. The length of the game was perfect. Sounds, music, just there's nothing. I played this too. It's backwards compatible with the
It's been
SV.
on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, and I do believe it's backwards compatible. I believe, but the SVC collection, Sega Vintage Classics, it has
Yeah,
all
the Sonic collection. It's on
yeah,
there too.
yeah. They have
Mhm.
different SVC collections, like they have a Golden Axe one and stuff. But yes, this is a game that I go through and play. I even here recently, like last year when I got that, they had a version on this emulator I got, this arcade emulator, and it had this game, but you were playing as the Ninja Turtles, but it was still all the same besides that you're playing as the Ninja Turtles. I played through this game so many times, and I would play through this game a million more times. This is like one of those games like we talk about, like if you were stuck on an island and could just have a game, this is one of them that should be on that list because I could play this a million times. Even these people in this ad love it. They're celebrating over dinner. They're celebrating over dinner. They're like, man,
Over dinner, yes.
how man, I love Streets of Rage 2. Oh, me too, baby. Yeah. There's nothing.
You know,
there's
me and my
nothing
wife,
great about
our
this
first
game.
date, it was all about Streets of Rage 2.
Oh,
Let me tell you something about Streets of Rage 2, babe.
Yeah, this game, like you said, it showed what the Genesis could do, and it was one of the best games, one of my favorite games ever, like probably top 5. So
Yeah, Streets of Rage 2,
Streets of Rage
incredible
2.
game.
Could always go back
just
to play
can't get
this.
over it.
What a great
I thought that was the boss song. Oh,
yeah.
here he
Where's
is.
that boss song, man? I want to hear that.
Where is that boss song? Here he is. No, it's not. Hold on. What's this it?
No, that's just at the end of. Yeah.
Where is this guy?
There you go. Jack has it, I think. Go past Jack just a little bit. Go in that door.
I was gonna say I thought it was the next guy.
Yeah, and it's raining. Go past this, and then you'll go back outside. There he is.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's raining. Yep.
Yep. Here we go. Gonna switch over.
Here we go. This is my song. I'm walking out to the ring right now. Here it goes.
There you go. That's Doggy's song, everybody. Before I get caught, I gotta stop it, Doggy.
Dude.
Yeah.
That man.
This
All
is our
right,
toughest
let's
round.
begin with the chat.
I love
Let's
that
see.
game. My
Titan
God.
loves that game. Yeah, he should. Does he love the Streets of Rage? Princess Zelda?
Probably.
I'm sure he does. I'm like, I don't see how you couldn't love that game. If you play that
I'm
game,
sure
you
you
love
couldn't.
it. Yeah, there's no way you didn't.
Pixel
like
Slapper with an interesting fact. Chicken chasing didn't start on Fable.
Noted.
Let's see. If everyone turns up, this game is on all night. Yeah. I think he's talking about Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah.
And he says, I always threw my knives. Yeah, me too. I never stabbed anyone. As soon as I saw it, I would throw it.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I was probably button bashing. Yeah. And he says, play Fantasy Star if you've got the Mega Drive collection. Wait, I'm biased. I have all the Fantasy Stars.
Those are great games too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's see. And that dealer says, great date. Yeah. But doggy, with all that being said, guess what time it is?
Open up that vault and look inside. It's intermission time with Princess Axel.
All right, guys. So this is easy again. You've seen which ones we're going to get out of the vault, and we want to know which one you would get out of the vault. Now, this time we had Death Dealer's choices with us. So I added her choice, the one we voted for the most. So we'll see which one you guys choose. Now, again, the rules are you cannot vote for your own game.
Oh my
So,
god.
Princess Zelda, you cannot vote for Super Mario Kart. But which game would you crack out of the vault?
This to me is arguably our most difficult round.
Oh, this is ridiculously tough.
This one's hard. But I love that little pink blob. I love Kirby so much I can't say no.
There you go, Kirby. All right. Doggy, you cannot vote for Guitar Hero. Which one would you crack out of the vault?
That's fine. I could put Guitar Hero down for a little while. My problem's gonna be picking between Super Mario Kart and Streets of Rage 2. Those are like two of my favorite games ever.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to pick? Can I just like do a little
Yes, you
tie?
have to pick. That's the point.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's the point.
I almost want to just pick Kirby, so I don't have to pick one of those. Oh my god, what would I pick?
Dang.
Yeah, my
stress. Look at him.
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at the
it's
stress
tough.
on his eyes.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna break the tie. Just cause I'm a Sega guy over Nintendo. I'm going with the great Streets of Rage 2. No offense, Super Mario Kart. I love you. Don't get me wrong. But Streets of Rage 2. Wow. Wow, what a tough man. That's a tough call. But yeah, Streets of Rage 2.
You know what? Mario Kart's telling you can find your own ride home.
I just got hit with the red shell. I'm out. I'm out of
That's right,
balloons. It's
yeah.
over.
Let's see. Death Dealer says, do it. Kirby's adorable. Death Dealer, which one did you vote for? I'd like to know. Remember, you cannot vote for your own. Let's see. I haven't played any of them. Sorry. Oh, no. Pixel Slapper. And he says,
Oh, no.
Kirby ate my shoes. All right. So I cannot pick Streets of Rage 2. So we got Mario Kart, Kirby, and Guitar Hero. This is tough because it's going to be between Mario Kart and Guitar Hero.
What about Kirby?
As much as I love Epic Yarn, I'm not taking it out of the vault right now. I'm letting it simmer in there like a fine wine for a while longer. Oh man, hold on. I got to think about this. Hold on.
Is he getting dressed up? What's happening?
No, I'm not getting dressed up. But I did grab something, and I think I am gonna go for Mario Kart. Can't go wrong with the carts. You know, I love Guitar Hero and all that stuff, but I feel like Guitar Hero, I have to practice to enjoy it, whereas in Mario Kart, I can just play it. So I will get that one out of the vault. And yeah, I have to drive the Mario Kart. And Death Dealer says she is picking Streets of Rage. Awesome, Death Dealer. Awesome. Whoop, whoop. All right, so we are going to go ahead and end the poll there. Princess Zelda, how did the chat vote?
Oh!
Holy cow!
Wow!
Oh my gosh!
Now that's what you call close right there, yeah.
33% are spending the night in the hotel with Doggy and Titan playing Guitar Hero. 33% are enjoying the music of Streets of Rage. 33% are hanging out with me playing Kirby. And nobody's playing Mario Kart with Axel.
Dang, all by myself. All by myself.
Oh, nobody picked Mario Kart?
I know.
Wow,
I
that
love
is
Mario
shocking.
Kart.
That is shocking. I'm not gonna lie. That is shocking.
That was 4 awesome choices to pick from, though. So, I mean, you know, you're going to have a little bit of a fallout there. So that shows how cool those choices are when Super Mario Kart, one of the greatest games ever, got a 0. Wow.
Yeah. When the Mario gets no votes, you know that was tough. But yeah, all right, guys. So with that being said, guys,
Check out my little Christmas ornament. Check out my little Genesis Christmas ornament.
let me see. Hold on, let me see.
Little Genesis
Cute.
Christmas ornament.
Oh
Now,
my God,
let's
that's
see.
awesome.
How do I turn
Wife,
it
wife,
on?
hold on. Show it to my wife.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. I've never seen that.
Okay, go ahead and will that to me, doggy.
Oh, and I got one here. I got one for here. I got one more. Yeah, this is pretty cool. They have a Dreamcast one too. I was gonna get that, but I don't know.
Oh
if
my
it's-
goodness, I don't know where you got that, but I want it.
They have these on Amazon, and here's one for Princess Zelda. You got one for Princess Zelda.
Oh, let's see, Princess Zelda. Let's see.
I'm
Princess
excited.
Zelda.
Ooh.
Ooh, a gold card Zelda.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Hey, I need to start getting these.
How cool are these?
Yeah, they have these on. They have these on Amazon. Just look up like little. They have Nintendo. They have Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo plays Super Mario World. I love this here. Let me. All right.
I love that Sega.
But yeah. They have a
Yeah.
Dreamcast. They have like all the games since they have some cards and stuff like that. So,
That's
doing
so
a-
cool.
cool little video game decorations on the Christmas tree. So, yeah.
There you go. So Pixel Slapper says, I'm not jealous. Dreadful says, Dreamcast this year. And John 079 joins us. Thank you so much for joining us, John.
John, what's up, brother?
You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. But guys, that's going to do it for the show today. We have reached into our vault. Let you guys know some games that we play every once in a blue moon. But are still, in my opinion, fantastic games, each and every one of them. But you know what else is fantastic? You guys, the chat, are fantastic. We wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys. And that's why you, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows we do here on the Iconic Video Games channel. Doggy, you got something?
I just wanted to say shout out and thank you to all the veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day. Axel, Titan, I think we had Jago in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
All you veterans out there, if I'm forgetting any of you, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. We enjoy the luxuries that we have right here because of people like you who went the extra mile. So enjoy your day. Thank you very much. And yeah, we could. Yep, it's good.
Thank
yeah,
you, doggy.
Couldn't have. Yeah,
That's
couldn't have
great.
couldn't have a better. Couldn't have a better country, and it's all thanks to folks like you.
That's right. All you veterans, all us veterans, I said, we are the real MVPs.
Yes,
So-
there you go. Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. We'll talk to you next week. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Princess Zelda.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.